it's Denise at Crafty Dandy, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southern California. It's a beautiful day in Southern California in March. Southern California is an excellent place to live, and I'm just happy to be here to craft. I have in front of me the mini catalog. This is the January to June 2021 mini catalog, and it has so many wonderful things in it. Let me show you what we're going to be using today. Today we are using the Welcoming Window stamp set. Now there's also a die set that goes with this, and if you get those both together, you use this bundle number and you save 10%, and don't we all love saving 10%? Now, last time I showed you some of these cards, I know I started really early on Mother's Day cards because I had a lot to make. All right, I want to send them to a lot of people, and it's so fun because it has all these bits and pieces, and you can just arrange them and make different scenes and just make the flowers whatever color you want. So it's really great. But do you ever sit down, you have some time to craft, and you sit down and you think, oh, I don't know what I want to do? Well, I gotta tell you that looking in the catalog can give you lots of good ideas. So you can see some of these are kind of like that, right? Lots of ideas here, but I think there was another one back here where it lists all the things. Let me see here if I can find it. Where did it go? So many fun things. Here we go, Welcoming Windows bundle. So it tells you it's right here. And I saw this picture here. Can you see that on there okay? And I thought, oh, I think I'll, just do something like that. So mine's a little different. If you've been following me on YouTube or on Facebook, you'll know I'm still kind of new, so I don't have all the colors and everything, and that is a beautiful color. But I thought, well, I'll just work with what I have. So let me set this aside and bring in the one that I made. My Sweet Friend. Now this is Calypso Coral. And then another piece of Calypso Coral. Oh, and let me tell you about this. I was a little out of my comfort zone on this because if you notice on the picture, it's not centered. And I'm kind of a centered kind of crafter. But I thought, you know what? They have designers that do this. Maybe this is the way to go. So it was really hard for me. Does anybody have that same problem? I don't know if it's a problem, but that same characteristic. So I kind of moved it down a little bit. And then this white, the basic white isn't even centered. It's over to the side. I tried to center it up and down. And then that little scrap of Pool Party. All right, so Calypso Coral, Pool Party. These little flowers are just Jade. The pot is also Calypso Coral. And these flowers, the leaves are just Jade, and the flowers are Pacific Point. So let's bring our pieces in here. Now I've already stamped these because you know what I did? I actually made a lot of these bits and pieces at once. Just kind of fun because then you can just sit down and arrange things. Blackberry Bliss. That is probably Bumblebee. Magenta Madness. You can kind of see how they look, and it comes with different size pots. It also comes with pictures, so you can put the flowers like on the picture. There's just so many fun things you can do. All right, well, let me move these out of the way, and we'll just put this together. Lickety split. Oh, there's another picture. So I have a lot more of those for projects I can do. All right, let's see. Oh, and on the inside, let me show you what we're going to, well, I thought we had it on the inside. Oh, those are my inside pieces. On the inside, oh, it didn't stick this down yet. I like this sentiment, wishing our paths crossed a little more often. So, my sweet friend, wishing our paths crossed a little more often. Then I put a little pot down there and the leaves in the pot. You know what, let me bring the stamp set over here and show you. Because we do have different sentiments on it. I hope that's not glaring too much. But here are the flowers, the leaves, and then the flowers go inside. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Sending sunshine for a beautiful birthday. Thank you. Wishing our paths crossed a little more often. Welcome, my sweet friend. So remember, it has the dies that go with it, or you just fussy cut these out. Like these window pieces, the shutters, I just cut those out. The only thing that's really, I mean, it's really good to have the dies. Don't get me wrong, please. That's really good. But if you're going to fussy cut it, it's a little hard to get in there and get the inside of that picture. All right, let's move this over there. So this was 8.5 by 11. Cut it in half. Scored that in half. Folded in half. We have a Calypso Coral card base. All right, set that there. Now, this piece is, and I'll put all the dimensions below, this piece is 4 1/4 by 3. All right, then our little white piece here is 2 1/4 by 3. So that's going to go on there. And then our little pool party is 1/2 by 2. And then we have our little flowers here. Right, that is Pacific Point, and pretty sure that's just Jade. So let me go ahead and put this together so it can dry. I'm just going to use a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue and put that on there. Isn't that so cute? And there's 2 different types of flowers. There is this flower that comes down. I keep saying the flower, the leaves. Well, you know, the flower, groupings of flowers. And this one goes a little more straight across. All right. And if you put 2 together, you got a whole window box full there. All right. So we are going to do these little bricks because it had bricks in the picture. In the catalog. I don't know if it's the same bricks. They look a little different, but let's go ahead and stamp those. And we're going to do tone on tone. So here's the bricks. Here are the bricks. And remember, these are the photopolymer stamps, so you want to put a little something under them, you know, a magazine or something like that. All right, get my block, get my Calypso Coral ready. Try to not put my finger on it. I am really bad at that. Let me close this up. All right, so we're going to put bricks across this piece. Now, Stampin' Up! Also has an embossing folder with bricks, and I think that would look really cool. So we're just gonna do, now this is Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral. So the tone on tone, I think, is very nice, and we're just gonna go right across with it. Now, of course, part of this won't show because we're going to put the basic white on top of it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp it across anyway. And this does not have to be perfect. Just the way the stamp is made does not have to be perfect. They kind of interlock a little. I want to put my head in the camera. Do a little on the edge there. All right, get my chamois over here, clean it up. And there we go. I'm going to close this so I don't get into, oh, I didn't get that very clean on the block. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see where we're at. You know what, since we're stamping, let's go ahead and do the My Sweet Friend. So first of all, I'm gonna make the little, what do we call this, like a little flag end. And if you don't have a punch for this or anything, this is how you do this. Now remember, this is a 1/2 inch wide by 2. So I'm just gonna make a little snip close to the middle and then cut in from each corner. And there we have that. So that's cute. Let's bring our stamp set over and we're gonna use the My Sweet Friend again. Maybe I'll change the sentiment inside, but I like the My Sweet Friend. Oh, this will be easier. I'm gonna use Memento Tuxedo Black for this. Make sure I get that stamped well. All right, so I can see over without getting my head in. My Sweet Friend, there we go. I think that's fine. All right, let's move this out of the way and bring this in, and let's just put this together. So I'm gonna put a little white, basic white. I'm gonna stick this down on top of the paper with the bricks. And I'm kind of centering it, top and bottom, but still over to the side. Like I said, I'm trying to copy what it had, you know, something similar in the catalog, but it's very hard for me to not center it. All right, let's get some dimensionals over here. And let's put the flower on next. This really is a very simple card. If you could make like a whole set of these to give to someone. And we're gonna put this right about there. I think about there. Nice and easy. I think there. What do you think? I think it looks good. All right, so now we're going to stick some more dimensionals on the back of this. Now, if you're going to mail this, you might want to stop and think of how many layers you put dimensionals. Okay, got them all. Did you ever miss any? Okay, now remember, I'm sort of a centered sort of girl, so I'm gonna go along with what they did. Get that straight, and I'm gonna move it down here. Does that look kind of straight? All right, there we go. Cute, huh? All right, let's decorate the inside. I'm trying to get better about that. All right, I do like this, wishing our paths crossed a little more often. Let me tell you, remind you something about the stamps. If you bring it out and you set it down, like when I pulled it off of here, it was a little bit crooked. But when I set it down and just leave it alone, it will get straight, and then I can just pick it up with this. All right, it's going to go that way. And we're going to, let's do a pot. And then the little greenery on it. So let's do that one. And we'll get the greenery out here. All right. Put this. Calypso Coral. Oh, bring over my little pad mat. Just gonna put it down here in the corner. There we go. Close this up. Now let's bring over the green. This is just Jade. Get our little greenery. All right. Let's see. Looks good. And can I do this without getting my head in the picture? Oh, how about there? Oh, missed a little bit, but it looks good. It's hard when I can't get my head quite over it to see. Now, bring over Memento Tuxedo Black. And, ooh, make sure we don't have it upside down. Try and straighten that. Wishing our paths crossed a little more often. There we go. Isn't that so sweet? It's such a sweet card. Let's put this inside. And remember, you could also decorate your envelope. That would look nice. And even the color of the pot, goes with this Calypso Coral. All right, isn't that nice? That was simple. It was fast. Like I said, I cut out a bunch of these at once. So, I have them. I can mix and match. Let me show you another card I did. It was kind of along the same lines. But I did this with Pool Party. And then this piece here that was 2 1/4 by 3, I ran it through the Old World paper embossing folder just to give it a little something extra, a little texture. And then I cut out a little piece of, that's Daffodil Delight and Magenta Madness. And I used the picture on this one. So that's just a couple different ideas for these. So what do you think? Do you like those? All right. Well, thanks for joining me today, my friends. And until next time, I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.